welcome to today's video. Welcome to our monthly growing and getting ready video / monthly reflect and prep video. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Jenna and I do these monthly reflect and prep videos, and all throughout 2022 I've had them kind of be something different every single month, whether it's a vlog reflecting on the last month and going through the new month, or a structured video with like a kind of typical monthly reset that you guys are probably used to seeing elsewhere on YouTube. My friend Carter inspired this whole entire series in the beginning of the year. She does the more traditional structured monthly reset videos, and for me, when I wanted to do this, I just kind of wanted to make this whatever would work for me best and whatever would fit who I am. So they've been kind of something different every single month, but I did ask you guys on my community tab what you guys wanted to see from these monthly reflection prep videos, because I did not do one last month. If you guys probably know this if you've been watching my channel, I asked you guys on my community tab if you wanted to see the growing and getting ready series just kind of combined into my monthly reflect and prep, and you guys really like it, and I kind of understand why. I feel like get ready with me videos, first of all, are really old school YouTube, and this is also in general just a more real-time chatty, like us hanging out type of video, kind of like we're on FaceTime. So it's still the morning, I'm still waking up. I know my hair is all like done, but I curled my hair over the weekend and I think it just stays really, really well. So it is like the sun is just now coming up and I'm clearly like still tired, but this is actually the perfect time for us to reflect on the last month. So for today's video, and kind of what I think I'm gonna do moving forward to keep like a similar structure every month, but just something that works for me, is we are going to talk about how last month was, how I'm doing now, so kind of talking about a topic that's been on my mind all month or something that I've been trying to like really, really work on all month intentionally, and then what I want next month to be. So that's what we've decided. Very long intro. I'm gonna put timestamps also just so that you guys know how the video is gonna go, and I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna do my makeup and get ready with you today and just kind of reflect on the last month. I think overall when I think about a new month, I try to be as reflective as possible, and I try to just be as honest with myself and you guys. Every single month is always going to be different in terms of how it went, in ways that I've grown. So in this growing and getting ready video, monthly reflection prep video, that's what we're going to do today. And I have all this new makeup. I'm going to try my best to do everything that I can with this new makeup that Milk Makeup sent over. They sent over so many things, you guys, and I've been meaning to try out everything. I just haven't had the time, honestly, to like sit down and do my makeup. So I actually love getting ready and I love doing makeup, and I'm really excited to just like make this a whole series. I feel like I have like a good definitive view of like my channel, and that's something that I want to talk about later on. But let's get ready and do all this new makeup. I'm gonna link everything that I end up using down below. I'm not gonna like really talk about it unless it's like crazy outstanding, but I'm gonna try my best to use as many things as possible with all of these Milk makeup products. So I think that's everything. If you guys want to know how last month was, how I'm doing, and how I want next month to be while we get ready this morning, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair back. Realistically, this is like all I do when I'm getting ready. I just put my hair behind my ears, and I have coffee, so I like need to wake up now. Milk Makeup sent over like 12 things, I think. Like, it's just insane how much they sent over, and I'm so excited. And then for products that you guys already know, so I have everything Milk Makeup, but these are the products that you guys have seen before a million times that I'm gonna be reusing just so that I can do a full look. Okay, how about we get started and I tell you guys how September was. This is like the reflecting part of the video. I feel like September was like my reset month, honestly, and it was crazy just because I did a lot of things. Overall, I felt pretty guilty for the beginning of the month, first of all, just because I didn't do a monthly reflect and prep video, like a actual monthly reset for August, but that was just because like I was finishing up my moving content. I wanted to talk about moving more, so tell you guys like how much I spent and my goals that I never really do anyways, and I feel like I was just kind of lost with the monthly thing that I wanted to do on my channel, and it just wasn't working out. So when I ultimately decided, I like didn't announce it or anything, but when I decided that I like didn't want to do a reflect and prep video, I just first of all felt really guilty because I feel like some of you guys really like it, but at the same, whoa, wait, you guys, this is crazy. Do you see that? It's like I was pressing the button and then it came out that way, and then we just go, ooh, cool. This has SPF too, which is really nice. But okay, like I was saying, I felt guilty about not doing the reflective prep video, and honestly, I didn't love doing them as much as I think I wanted to like it. So I was just kind of lost with that and the content in general, and I was just trying to catch up from like finishing moving content and like moving on from it. That's how September started. I just felt really busy and very like guilty, but then I got over it, of course, and ultimately, ooh, this is really pretty. But then once I got over it, I moved on, and September was honestly a really good month, I think. Despite all the stuff that I'm about to say, I think that mentally I'm in like the best place since the beginning of the year. You guys know how this year was for me. I've been really tired. I've been pretty like sad about like friends moving and people changing and life changing, and I'm not good with change. I feel like maybe I've been doing therapy long enough that I'm really starting to like feel the changes and the progress of everything that we've been working on. I still go to therapy also. I feel like I was definitely not clear about that when I was talking about solid core, but all I meant to say is that I'm not using BetterHelp, the app, anymore, but I'm still going to my same therapist. She's just not on the app anymore. She's like doing her own thing now aside from BetterHelp. So I just wanted to stay with my actual therapist that I've like developed this relationship with. And so that's why I canceled BetterHelp. I didn't cancel therapy for solid core. I've canceled BetterHelp to still go to therapy, just on a different platform, and just like kind of, she's doing it privately now. So that's what happened there. But I feel like we have our weekly sessions. We talk about the things that have been on my mind, and she just gives me such good direction of how I can reframe my thinking from not being self-sabotaging, not just like wanting to be sad, because I feel like I was just so like self-deprecating for all of summer. If I felt like I might be sad, I was sad, and I was deciding that I was sad for like X amount of time or until this thing happened. The more I talked to her about it, I feel like the more she was helping me reframe my way of thinking about it. So instead of being sad, I can be grateful that I have anything to be sad about or anybody to miss. And like, how lucky am I to have people in my life that make it so hard when they move away or leave, or just if something changes. Or when Thomas was moving in, instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't have any time for myself anymore, like I'm just gonna like self-sabotage myself, she would be like, well, isn't this kind of like what you've been wanting for years anyways and stuff? And like, aren't you happy that you're able to spend your daily life with him? And the more we have those conversations, especially in August, a lot of that was happening. I feel like I was kind of allowing myself to live in that way for the month of September, at least mentally. In terms of moving in with Thomas and everything changing in life, and I feel like I am in such a good place mentally. I feel like I have a good grasp of knowing that my world's not over, and that like people aren't leaving me, and that I still have my independence even though I live with my partner. I feel like going to therapy, if it weren't for therapy and this book that I'm reading called Think Like a Monk, and I'll talk about that later too, mentally I'm in such a good place. Even though I got COVID in September too, and that was very unexpected, obviously. I could have let that like really ruin my entire month, but I don't think I did. So I'm really proud of myself, honestly. I know it's the end of the month now, but I think that this month, last month, whatever you call it, September was good. I am just like feeling more in control and more aware of what I need and what I have tendencies to do like in a bad way. So I'm trying to like be mindful of that, and I think it's working out. September was really good. COVID sucked, and I still kind of feel like I'm catching up logistically and like with all of my plans and stuff since I got it. I feel like I did bounce back quickly because I got like the medication I needed, because I was responding really poorly at first to having COVID. I had like a really bad fever, like 103, I think, and just other stuff had happened where I got the medication to help me recover faster because it was getting really bad. So I feel like ever since COVID happened, I've still been catching up with like my plans. I had to move my New York trip around, and I was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and then catching up with work has literally just taken all month, and that has been really tough. I'm not trying to like focus my whole life on work though. And yeah, work had been really busy in September. I had to like move project deadlines around, which I never feel good about. And I was working pretty late, honestly, just catching up from the timeline that I had missed when I was sick. So that's what happened, and it's the end of the month now though, and I feel like I'm finally catching up. And like last week of September, which is where we're at right now, I feel like is going to be really good because I feel caught up. All my projects have closed at this point, and I feel really good about work, but it took like all month to feel good about it, especially since I got COVID. So that's how work was. Let me see what else. Is there anything else I want to talk about in terms of like how I'm doing now? Oh, moving in with Thomas. Yeah, like I said, I feel really good about moving in with Thomas. I feel fully settled, and like my therapist had alluded to, I feel like I'm just spending my daily life with him now, which is something that I've been wanting for so long and something that I had always been excited to do. So instead of like self-sabotaging myself and thinking like, oh my God, I don't have my independence anymore, and how am I supposed to figure this out when I loved living alone, and like, why am I being snappy with him? Instead of doing all of that, I wanted to let September be the month where I like embrace living with Thomas instead of like adjusting. So ever since I kind of had that switch in mentality, it's been so amazing. Like, he's really busy with school and he's studying a lot, and we're balancing just kind of like coexisting together. But I think we're actually doing a really good job of like prioritizing time together and prioritizing when we know we need that quality time again. So overall, like, I do feel every single day getting so much better living with Thomas. Like, he's just my best friend, and he's the person that I want to tell how my day was at the end of the day. And if anything happens throughout my day, like, he's the first person I really want to go to. So now that I've like embraced it, I love living with him, and it is just so nice feeling like I have my partner with me and like going to sleep together and just all that stuff. That has been really, really nice. And yeah, I think that's it. That's how September was. It was a really good month. I feel really good. And yeah. Okay, I think I'm actually pacing myself well too, because we just finished like most of my base. The blush is so pretty, you guys. It's, oh my God, I still look so tired. That's how September was. Now let's move on and talk about like this one topic. I want to do this in the middle of all of my reflect and prep videos, like how the last month was, yes, how I want the next month to be, but also just kind of something that's been on my mind for all of September, and just kind of like a topic to go a little bit deeper, because this is growing and getting ready at the end of the day. And what I want to talk to you guys about this time is where I'm at with my channel. And this kind of just like is all encompassing of like how my mentality has been, and like the decisions that I've made with my channel, and just the decisions I've made with like life in general. I don't know if I've ever really admitted this to you guys, but I have really been approaching this channel with like 150% maximum capacity. And I know that you guys are always telling me like, take breaks if you need it, please take care of yourself, like go back to one video if you need to. But that is just not something that I ever really want to do. Like, I love being consistent on YouTube. It helps me with my routine. It helps me stay productive in other ways when I'm like focusing on a lot of things at once, and like trying to juggle it all is actually like healthy for me. But I feel like, and I like hate to admit this, but I feel like I was approaching my upload schedule as like, it's just another piece of content to get out to the algorithm. And the more videos that I post, the more time I put into making quality content twice a week, putting like so many hours and sacrificing so much time and energy for my content, then that will make me happier. And that if I can succeed with my channel and grow it and have it become an opportunity instead of just like a place for me to creatively express myself and share my life with you guys and hopefully impact others, then I would reach success having X amount of subscribers and X amount of views and just kind of all of that stuff. I like hate to admit it, but I do think that ever since I started my channel 2 years ago, I have been approaching it as a business and as seriously and professionally, and everything is possible. Like, I talk about it like it's work now, and I've been doing that just to give myself credit for all the time that I put into YouTube. But I say I get off my corporate job and then I work my other job, and that is really good in some ways, and I think it works for a lot of people. But this month I've just decided to reframe my whole way of thinking with my channel, and if a lot happens in life, then I need to kind of actually balance and be honest with myself and kind of do a little bit less in other ways so that I can not go crazy. In September, I got COVID once. I traveled for 2 weekends, and because of that, that takes up more time. That gives me less time in general, and I had to make the decision to put in a little bit less time with my channel this month. That was really hard for me to do. Like, it was a really hard pill to swallow, and I love you guys, but I don't know if you guys fully understand what I mean. Like, I love YouTube and I love making videos, and being on my upload schedule like literally makes me feel like I am accomplishing something. So it's like making my bed. That's how I feel about like uploading a video. I'm like, I did it, I wanted to do it, and my life feels better now that I have done it. So it was really hard for me to not upload last week. I ended up skipping one upload in the month of September, and I just needed that time like to be with people and to catch up with my job and to like just, you know, catch up in general and embrace like the life that I'm living this month. I made the ultimate decision that like I'm not in the back of my mind or secretly like trying to pursue this channel so that it could replace my job. I think if it ever became something that was an opportunity just by chance, like I'm just gonna let chance and luck be whatever it wants to be. And I am still gonna upload 2 times a week, like as routinely as possible. But if something happens like this month where I had to like put in a little less time, I'm not gonna like be so mad at myself anymore and I'm not gonna apologize anymore either. I've been trying to make efforts to like not be so apologetic because I just used to have such a high standard, and I felt like you guys were on the other side, like waiting for my content. Since I've decided that this channel is really just like, it's a side hustle, but not a hustle anymore. It is just like my side thing, and it is my passion, something that I love to do, something that makes me happy, something that helps me stay balanced and give myself purpose. But ultimately, I'm like not pursuing this channel like a job anymore, and that doesn't mean that I'm gonna just upload sporadically. Like, I still thrive off of routine, and I will like stay on my schedule, but if something happens, I'm just not gonna feel so freaking bad about it anymore. And I feel so much peace now that I've decided that, like now that I know this is just my side thing, like a part-time job that I have complete control of, not 2 full-time jobs. I feel so good about that decision, and I feel really happy because who knows, like something could still happen and like my channel could pop off, and then it would become such a big opportunity. I would have to like really evaluate like if I did want to make that my job in the future. But I feel like deep down, like even though I said I would never want to quit my job, I feel like I did kind of want that dream life just because it does feel like a dream still, and it still does. Like, I'm not gonna lie or hide it anymore. And I hope you guys can understand, like I feel like it is relatable to have dreams and like to wonder what your life would be like if you did accomplish that dream. So don't come at me for being less relatable for like daydreaming about being a full-time YouTuber and like having control over your job and like your life and the content that you put out, the work that you do. That does seem very dreamy, and that's all. But I'm not gonna do that anymore. Like, I'm not gonna live that way because it was driving me crazy. Like, I felt like I was still going back to like, yes, I was getting more sleep than last year when I like also decided I was like burnt out at the end of last year. But this time I was like, I'm getting a fair amount of sleep, but I just can't get a grasp of like, I can't get control over all these things. Like, I can control my job, and like I think I'm good about controlling my job, but with YouTube, like why can't I do both? And that's because like having 2 full-time jobs, like working 80 hours every single week, that is freaking crazy. Like, that's not something that society wants for us, right? Like, maybe if you want to be like Bill Gates or whatever, like I'm sure those crazy successful people have had to work and like sacrifice a lot and put in like hundreds of extra hours and stuff too. But I just don't think I want that for myself right now because I have just been either being so apologetic for being human. I've made that change in mindset with my channel, and ever since then I feel like that's why I'm in such a good place mentally, because I know that this is just my side thing now, and I'm not secretly hoping for like YouTube to save my life and for like me to accomplish my dreams in that way. That's where I'm at with my channel, and I feel like I have just really been dancing around like this dream of mine for like 2 years. Being a YouTuber is so cool. I feel like I meet you guys, like strangers on the other side of the screen, and you guys tell me, you DM me all the time, like how my videos have impacted you, and that's like all I could ever want in life. Like, that's why I have so many friends in my real life. I've always prioritized like just making a positive impact on someone's life in some way, shape, or form. This is like the most fulfilling side job I could ever have for myself. Like, it is so incredibly fulfilling. I feel like I'm developing myself personally, creatively, and in a way professionally too. I don't know. YouTube is so amazing. I love it so much. It is so truly my passion. but I need to embrace it just being a side thing that I do have control of, not like hoping YouTube will solve all of my problems and then all of a sudden I can experience that. Because if it happens one day, but I need to just like be happy with now and be happy with what I have and do that, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying, but I hope you guys get what I mean. And again, please don't come at me for like admitting that YouTube like full-time was a dream. It still is a dream, but maybe it's just not my dream at this very current moment. And if that allows me like more peace and just like better sleep at night, then yeah. If I miss an upload from now moving forward, I'm not gonna apologize for it anymore. I'm just gonna say no new video and then that will be it. But just know that I have been working like 2 full-time job mentality for the last 2 years, and that's really exhausting. And I know you guys wouldn't want that for me either. You guys don't want me to be exhausted, and you guys want me to live, but also share my life with you guys. And that's what I'm gonna do still, but yeah. That's where I'm at mentally. That took so long. We're almost done though, so I'm doing really good on time actually. Kush Fiber Brow. I've actually heard amazing things about the Kush Fiber Brow, so I'm excited to try. But okay, lastly for this video, what do I want October to be? Well, first of all, I'm turning 26. I am turning 26. I'm entering my late 20s. No, just kidding. I'm gonna embrace that too, but I have my birthday in October and I'm excited, but I'm not gonna do anything this year for it. I had this like huge party last year for my birthday and I loved it. I think it was like actually the best birthday party I've ever had in my life. I was just so happy. And I think this year, if I had a big birthday party, a lot of people wouldn't be able to come, like a lot. I don't want to make a big deal about entering my late 20s. I just like kind of want to go to dinner with Thomas, do something really low key with just us two. I don't know. I don't really feel like a party this year. And maybe I'm just growing up. Just kidding. You can be however old and have a party. With all of the people that have moved away, I would like be sad about them not being there, and that would like diminish the people that are there. So I don't want to make anybody feel bad, and I don't want to like self-sabotage myself. For me, like I just know me and I'm being really honest. I like just would be sad about that. So I'm trying not to be sad. I'm trying to embrace being happy and just being happy with like who's here now, where my life is at now, like the life I'm living today. I just want to be mindful of like the tendencies that would like bring me back to feeling sad. So I'm trying not to do that, obviously, because who wants to be sad? Not me. And yeah, so I think ultimately I'm not going to do a birthday party, and I'm really happy. It's like, it's not just for that reason. Like I just want to be low key and have some quality time with my boyfriend probably, and like my family, but not have like a big party. Maybe when I'm 27, it will be different, but for 26, I'm like, we'll just chill out. So yeah, that's like the big thing in October. It's my birthday. And I wrote this down. What else do I want October to be? I've said this like already in the video, but that's just because like I knew I wanted to get to this, but I just want to be more mindful of like my now and make the changes that I need to be happier and really be honest with myself about like what will make me happier in life, and just like not being so logical that like, okay, if I have to miss an upload, then I'm like upset if I have to miss an upload because then I'm not balanced and then I'm not doing it right and then blah, 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 you know? So I'm trying to just be more happy and like accepting and embracing my today and feel in control of my mentality and how I feel about life, and just kind of not let life take over. Something that I mentioned in the very beginning of this video is Think Like a Monk. It's a book that my friend lent me and it is really good. I can really only read it in pockets just because I want to be really mindful of what I'm reading. It's like a nonfiction like self-help book and I love it. I think it's like really, really good. I just like need to read it in chunks so that I can like let it impact me. But a quote that I wrote down that I read from last month, I want to read it to you guys, has just like, that's like probably what shaped my entire month. And once I read it, you guys will get it. But it says, success does not guarantee happiness and happiness does not require success. And that is just like the perfect way to sum up like September and where I'm at, where I want to be. So yeah, I feel like I don't need to like elaborate more than that. I feel like this whole video up until this point elaborated on that quote, but let me know what you guys think of that. I really want to know your thoughts on that quotation, and if you guys have like a similar way of thinking about success and happiness and if you've been like me and you admittingly kind of was not approaching it in that way, and you did think that success would be happiness and that happiness required like this very specific thing. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. This is a very chatty video, and as you guys can tell by now, like I keep these pretty unedited because this is me catching up with you guys, not me telling a story or sharing a vlog or something, but you guys will get that on Thursday. I'm really excited to like feel back in my routine. I want to feel ahead with my videos again. I kind of fell off a little bit, but that's just because I was traveling over the last 2 weekends, and yeah. So that's where I'm at. I am like done. Oh my God, you guys, I'm almost done my makeup. I just want to do my lip now and then we'll be done. Where's my lip? That's what I hate about lip products. I'm always buying them because I always lose them. We're gonna use this lip and cheek tint, and that's gonna be our lip today, but I think that's everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about anyways. I literally had something on my mind before and I already forget. As I do my lip, here's my last thought for you guys. Something else that I want October to be is like, I wanna decide something to accomplish by the end of the year. And hopefully you guys can do that too. Maybe if you don't wanna comment on the quote, then think about and let me know if you've decided something that you wanna accomplish by the end of the year, because we have 3 months now. We have October, November, and December, and that's 3 months to make a change for yourself, 3 months to do something that maybe you were waiting all year to do. 3 months realistically is maybe how long it'll take. I wanna make one more change by the end of the year, and I'm not gonna say what it is just because hasn't happened yet, and like I don't want to like jinx myself, and I kind of like don't want to share it if it doesn't actually happen. But I have decided today at the end of September that I do want to make one more like big life change by the end of this year, and I don't know if it'll happen, and this is probably like annoying for me to be like private about it as I like say it, but that's me. Like there's one more thing that I want to accomplish this year, and if I do accomplish it, I will tell you guys immediately. I hope that this kind of encourages you to think about something that you want to do by the end of the year, because you still have time and anything can happen. So yeah, I think that's what I want to leave you guys with. Let's try this lip. Ooh, I like lip and cheek tints. I did this in my last growing and getting ready video, but they're just very natural and they feel like comfortable. Oh my gosh. I wasn't gonna go to the office today, but like, should I? Now that like I've gotten ready. Well, that is it for today's video. This is like my finished makeup look. Let me know what you guys think. I use like basically all Milk makeup products besides like my eyes and my powder. Okay, I still look really tired, but I feel really pretty. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really happy with like the direction of my channel, like choosing to combine monthly reflect and prep, growing and getting ready. I love doing makeup. Like this was so much fun, and maybe we'll like add more talking points throughout the next months. Like let me know what you guys want to see from it, but I'm ultimately gonna do this moving forward with like the series and combining the 2 series to one. And I just feel like it fits with me, who I am, and I'm really excited. So yeah. Okay, well, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Seriously, I'm so grateful for you guys. Just thank you for sticking around and like letting me figure out my life. I will see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.